Hello, Weebs and Normies. Welcome to the Anime Club. I'm Graham.
And I'm George.
All right, I've been waiting all week for this. I am really genuinely excited to see if I can get really hooked on this. And so this is like, I'm 99% sure this is the last episode I've seen of Jujutsu Kaisen. And so the next episode after this will be the first new episode, though I didn't really remember much from these last ones other than the things I didn't like. So yeah, so I'm pretty excited to see what happens.
Okay, very nice, very nice. Yeah, last time, frickin' Itadori wouldn't come back. He didn't take over the body, and so the demon guy is like, he gave, the creepy look to the camera, like, yes, I have free reign. So we'll see. I really hope they do something interesting with this kind of back and forth going forward, and I hope it's not. I don't think it is, but I really hope the fact that he didn't come back was just some sort of like, oh, sorry, like I dozed off kind of thing. Like, oh, whoops, here I am. Like I hope there's some more meat to it, but we'll have to see how it plays out.
Yeah, this will be cool. Yeah. I'm excited.
All right, let's go.
Here we go.
Oh man.
It's pretty interesting. Yeah, I genuinely do not remember what happens here, and I fear it's because it wasn't that interesting, but it's been a long time. Ooh.
Oh, frick. How did he get there? Without any kind of pact, huh? Oh no. No way. So if he switches back, he could die? Dude, okay, that's interesting. Oh man.
Okay. So okay, he's got 3 fingers, right now. Because he got the one initially, the one he got from Blindfold Guy.
The Blindfold Guy, yeah.
And this one now.
From
and they struggled with this one curse guy who was utilizing the fingers, probably not even to its full potential.
Yeah, and now he's got 3 within him, yeah.
So he's fricked.
Dang, dude. Okay, so that was actually really cool. The fact that the demon's like smart enough to think about all his options, and he's able to take his heart and keep his body hostage. Because if he turns back now, he's alive for what, like seconds, minutes, like a minute at most, maybe.
So okay, but wow. I don't understand how couldn't he do this in perpetuity? This just is like forever now. Like he keeps the heart out and he just stays alive. So the show's over. I mean, obviously not. But
they're gonna have to find some creative way around this. Either force him to heal or, I don't know. But this is the kind of stakes I like. The stakes are high right now. Hopefully they don't undermine them in the future, but they're high right now. So that's good.
I'll be interested to see how they kind of swerve around this one. So we'll see.
Yeah. Curse womb must die too.
Okay.
So it's like, he can live with it, but it's like a debuff basically.
Basically, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Interesting.
So the question is he good enough to convince him that he does need the heart? That's the real question.
Yeah. Oh, it can use elements. Wow.
Yeah, this guy never stood a chance.
Yeah. Oh.
He's definitely out.
How is he not dead?
Curse energy protection, maybe?
I guess, yeah.
Well, there's the Black Wolf still, right?
Yeah.
Release him before he gets destroyed.
So his one wolf is like destroyed for real?
I don't know. Maybe it takes time to like restore him when he's destroyed.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
Ah. I do like that he's smart, that he's able to like figure out the plan.
So
I like that the demon is smart.
He's saying it wouldn't be enough to fix this, like basically be able to like cause him to restore to fix his chest. I see what
fix the heart. Yeah,
right.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yeah, he figured out what he's trying to do. Basically, that he's trying to fight him so that he has to heal to be at his full power. Basically.
Yeah, he said some interesting things about the his technique and saying like, why did you run before? Like, you're pretty talented. I wonder what he means by that, but I guess it's
I don't know what he means by that, but yeah. There's no way. There's no way this is how they end it. No way, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I obviously don't believe it either. Huh.
Unless there's some sort of like jujutsu sorcery that can like repair a heart. What the heck? So those are guys, I'm assuming those are the guys that made the womb, and they made it as a test for Sukuna or Susuka, however you say the
Sukuna.
demon's name. Sukuna, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. So we're getting kind of some of the masterminds behind this whole ordeal. Interesting. Okay.
So he's human or something.
Yeah, and then the other guys are... Yeah. Jeez.
So, okay. So here's... This is definitely the last episode that I watched, because wrongfully or not, my thought about this was, okay, so he's clearly not actually dead because the series clearly goes on, right? And he's the main character. So I didn't like that they used Sukuna to get out of this tough situation. And then Sukuna set up a situation where, hey, I'm going to kill Itadori if he comes back. And then Itadori comes back and dies according to the plan.
Yeah.
And then it's like, well, I know he's going to come back. So where exactly is the tension in the future? Because if he can die, if he like dies and comes back in whatever which way. Now, to be fair, I don't know how he comes back or what the conditions of that are. But I thought like, okay, well, there's no tension now because they can always use this. I'm dying and coming back, and because clearly he's not dead. So I kind of got lost in it a little bit. It kind of lost me a bit. That I was just like, okay, well, I mean, so what? Next time Sukuna says, I'll kill Itadori, I'm just going to be like, okay, well, he came back once. Why couldn't he come back again? So that's when I dropped it.
Yeah. I mean, a key thing with stories is escalating stakes, right? And this felt like the highest stake you could possibly do. Like,
right.
Sukuna took over his body and threatened to kill him. I also don't think he's dead, and I also think he's coming back. But in the future, Death won't have... I guess it depends on how he comes back, but like right now I want to say Death won't have like a sting, right? Won't have much... There won't be any teeth to Death because we know that he can always just come back in whatever way he ends up coming back now. So what more threats can you give to Itadori if Death is, has no sway?
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see.
I hope they've got
I'm lining up with you where you are. Yeah, I'm lining up with you where you are right now in that. I do hope they're creative about it.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see. We'll see what happens.
All right.
We'll have to find out. Wait, so the panda's legit? I thought that was like a curse made by the dude with the, with the uniform up to his eyes, but it's just like another classman What do you even say? Class panda? I guess.
Yeah, right. I don't know. I guess so.
Okay, interesting.
He did not explain. He did not explain
Yes,
Panda
I know. He
Senpai
just
at all.
he gave like a little description about everyone, and it's just panda, and then
Yeah.
this guy. Yeah.
Oh
exactly.
yeah, no explanation needed. Totally fine. What the frick? Yeah, exactly.
Okay, at least. Okay, why? Like My Hero Academia had this.
Yes.
Why are freaking like festivals and like tournament stuff? I know I haven't seen that many anime, but I know that it's like a common thing. Why? What's the appeal behind freaking tournaments in anime?
Come on,
Like,
dude.
it seems like
tournament arcs are like quintessential good anime food, man.
I know it's a quintessential anime staple, but I don't get it. Why? Why?
Well,
it's like
I think it's two things. People really like seeing different characters like try their abilities against each other to see like who would win. I mean, think of how popular like the who would win or the death battle type of things are. They're like so popular. That's one. The other thing is in Japan, they take like sports festivals and stuff like this super seriously. So,
okay.
you know, there's just part of like high school life is like putting on these festivals. And so they're kind of combining the two aspects, and that's what you get.
All right. As long as it's good. As long as it's good, I guess.
Sure. The thing.
So that guy literally just speaks in food.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, ingredients specifically, but yeah.
Yeah, ingredients.
The thing I don't like about stuff like this is it just feels like such a route anime thing to do. And it's like, yes, of course, we're getting to the tournament arc. Like, I love tournament arcs. But when an anime doesn't like do a lot to kind of build that up, they just like showed up and they're like, hey, we're having a tournament arc now. And it's just like, oh, why? It's like, you know, reasons and things. But like they don't do a great job of kind of like fleshing it out. They're just kind of like, it's a tournament part now. It's just like, oh, okay, like, yeah, that's like an anime thing to do. It doesn't really feel as organic as just like, now we wanted to do a tournament arc, and so we started doing a tournament arc. It's like, okay, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, tournament arcs are tournament arcs, I guess. I don't.
Yeah.
I guess. Okay.
That's exactly where I ended up. I remember thinking to myself, like, yeah, of course he's still alive, and I was kind of disappointed like they had kind of circumvented the kind of condition that Sukuna had made before. So, I don't know, we'll see.
Yeah, the more interesting part for me was this, you know, they're fleshing out the villains, or at least attempting to flesh out the villains. Why any human in their right mind would ever side willingly with curses and try to flip the whole thing upside down is beyond me.
Right.
But clearly you need some villains. Yeah, I'm still willing to give them the benefit of the doubt on a lot of these things. I'm with you. I don't like the fact that they, you know, seemingly, we'll see what the next episode holds and what the next few episodes hold, but I don't like the fact that they seemingly threw away the stake that death is and all the implications it could have. But I could be wrong. We'll have to see. I kind of want to get started on the next one. Yeah, maybe they didn't. Exactly.
Right.
And so for now, I'm still willing to give them the benefit of the doubt. We'll see what actually happens.
But it's seemingly disappointing for now. We'll see.
Yes, correct. All
right, ready?
Let's do it.
All right, next episode, let's go.
So what's happening here? Because he is still in this like form of looking like Itadori. Does Sukuna naturally look like Itadori? Or is this like Itadori's manifestation of what he looks like?
Well, that's a good question. I assume they're still linked together because he said don't look inside him. So they're like inside Sukuna or something to that effect. So I assume they're still linked. It's possible he looks like Itadori. Maybe he's even like a descendant of Itadori, or Itadori is a descendant of him.
A descendant of him?
It's hard to say. Really.
Okay. Okay. So, actually, let me listen to his conditions first, and then I'll say what I have to say. Yeah. Wait. Okay. Okay. So, Sukuna was. I have a feeling that he planned this. Like, he knew that it was only a matter of time before Itadori took control. And so he did this to force him into this situation. Is that what I'm getting?
And then, I'm not sure. I don't necessarily think so. I think he only wanted this particular deal he's making once he saw what was going on with
Yes, yeah, exactly. So once Megami. He saw what once he saw that what he could do, he's like, all right, let me
else I think he would have been totally fine dying just like right now. He'd be like, all right, well, whatever, I got other parts of me.
Yeah, okay. And then what was he saying about there in the beginning that he allowed him to switch when in the beginning when they switched back? It was because he wanted to switch as well. Is that what it is?
I'm gonna rewind and we can watch that part again here.
Let's rewind back.
When I chant extension, you'll hand over your body for 1 minute. Okay. 2, you'll forget this promise.
So basically, he's able to chant extension whenever and just take over for a minute. And Itadori won't know that happened or why.
Couldn't he just continue to do that?
Yeah, that's one of the things I'm thinking too. Just as soon as the minute is up, just chant extension again.
Right. He did say he wouldn't hurt his friends. Okay, well, let's keep watching. So not only will he won't kill or injure anyone.
Why though? What does he get from that? I don't understand.
Well, he wants to see something interesting, so he wants to be able to pop in when he feels like it.
I guess, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, I feel like they kind of explained why he can control him, but I don't... If you pursue something for selfish reasons...
you'll gain retribution.
Like, it sounds like retribution is more than just, like, an idea and more of, like, an actual... tangible factor in the Jujutsu magic. Am I reading too much into that?
Maybe. That's not the way I interpreted it. But I mean, I don't know. Is what he's saying like if you bite something off bigger than you could chew, you'll still be able to get retribution, which is kind of what happened before. But then Itadori's saying like, oh, it wasn't a problem maybe. But I don't know. Maybe I'm misinterpreting that too. I think maybe because we're not watching enough of the episode and we're trying to speculate without having the full information.
True.
So we'll keep going here and find out. Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting.
Okay. I am so glad he did that because I was like, wow, this guy's not very bright, is he? He's just accepting. He's literally doing a deal with the devil, basically. And
I mean, I still think he's going to accept it, actually. So we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. But at least he's like resisting more than just the initial. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. What an idiot, dude.
That's true.
I do like this aspect of it, that everyone at the top of the Jujutsu organization is just like corrupted. Interesting. I like that.
だから僕は教育を選んだんだ。強く里い仲間を育てることを。そんなわけで自分
Basically indoctrinate the young generation so that they eventually take over.
So you can rise up, yeah.
Where have I heard that before? I mean, I swear I've heard something like that before. Anyways.
Dang.
みんなびっくりするかな。何人たりともね。
I love that that dude's just freaking out in the back there.
Yeah, right.
お客様、ご注文はお決まりです。
What the frick?
Whoa. Dude, he just freaking... That guy was right. What the heck, dude? Holy crap. Oh my gosh, dude.
Jeez Louise.
That's crazy.
That was brutal.
こっちが術式。なるほど。わからん。そうだね。大丈夫？
What is this? Oh my gosh, dude, what is this? Oh my gosh, dude, this is so freaking ridiculous. So, okay, so cursed energy comes from negative emotions,
Right.
but they're trained to generate it from any emotion?
I think they're trained to kind of harness the negative emotions. Instead of getting like irritated and angry, you like take that and you turn it into like an energy you can like harness rather than letting it like get you you know, upset. I guess that's what I kind of understood, I think.
The noise that this thing makes.
This is the weirdest freaking training arc I've ever seen.
Yes.
It's so bizarre. A little bit anticlimactic, but all right. So he did take it. He doesn't remember.
He knows. Gojo knows.
Yeah, Gojo knows that something, some kind of contract would come up like that.
Oh.
Oh, interesting. Okay. I wasn't expecting that. I was thinking Sukuna was going to show up.
Yeah, that's actually what I was thinking as well.
Yeah.
But it isn't Sukuna. It was this thing.
Yeah. So this guy's just going to get insta-wrecked. I'm 99%
I think
sure.
so. Yeah. I don't think he's going to stand a chance. If he thinks he can beat a 20-fingered Sukuna and this guy's only 8, yeah, no way.
No way. Yeah, and they'll probably use this guy to kind of power scale Gojo a little bit more to show that, like, he's strong and, you know, stuff like that. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm really not... The whole, like, movie thing was just not that interesting to me. I really hope... like, the whole training arc so far has been really bland. Yeah, I'm not really, like, super into the power system, I'm not gonna lie. The only part of the power system I like when they were explaining the electricity and the technique stuff, and I was like, okay, all right, like, raw power and then, like, converting that to a technique, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Other than that, I mean, I don't know. It's been, like, so far.
Yeah, I don't know. That training arc doesn't bother me. The fact that he has to watch movies, it's like, whatever. Like, I've seen the whole, like, you gotta train and you gotta, you know, do the push-ups and the training montage like a million times. Not in anime, but like in just, it's like everywhere, right? So I don't necessarily need that for a training arc. What I'm interested to know though is like, what's going on with Sukuna? Like, clearly they'll touch on it in the future, but I just want to know right now why, like, what's going on? Because the thing, he's like, all right, let's fight to the death, and if you win, I come back with no conditions. But if Sukuna said, if you win,
no,
what did he say?
Said that. Itadori said, if you win, You can come back with no conditions. If I win, we'll
can
have
we
to
go
double
back
check.
to it?
Yeah.
Let's go back to it. Yeah. Do without conditions.
So if
Okay.
you win, I'll do it without conditions. So it'll be back to the way it was. If I win, you come back to life under my conditions.
Okay.
Okay, so he
this
did
was
take the
some-
deal indirectly by
Yeah.
dying.
Yeah.
he got
Why-
insta-freaking wrecked.
Why would he say that though? He's like, if I win.
Because he has to have Itadori agree. Right? That's
Is
what
that
makes
what
the
it is?
that's what makes it binding. Yeah, I'm 99% sure. That's what makes it binding, right? Like when Gojo said you have to come
Okay.
back in 10 seconds and he said okay, it was the pact that they had made that allowed Itadori to come back so easily.
That's what he was referencing to. I'd totally forgotten that Gojo had told him you have to come back in 10 seconds.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And then that's why
Okay.
he said like making a pact is like the fundamental part of Jujutsu sorcery and techniques or whatever it exactly was. So in this situation, he's like, okay, you know, I want this for some reason, Sukuna wants this very specific condition where he comes back and he doesn't want anyone to know about it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So he said he wants to be able to have the free reign to come back whenever he wants, because there's something else he wants to do, at least in the meantime, without killing anyone, and he wants to keep it a secret.
And he wants to see what that spiky-haired, black-haired guy named what's his name?
Megumi.
Megumi. Yeah, he wants to know what Megumi can do. I guess
Right.
that's his end goal, is to find out what he can do.
Right.
Why? I'm sure we'll find out later. But okay. So he's back now. Itadori is back under the conditions of if he says extension. Right? Extension. That's what it is.
Yeah, they'll switch
he
for
comes
1
back
minute,
for a minute.
and
Yeah.
he won't kill anyone or injure anyone in 1
Yeah.
minute. I don't know. That probably doesn't involve curses. Like he probably can do it to curses. I'm sure that's the kind of understood stipulation. But he also can't remember that that's a condition that he has.
That's a condition.
This is the part of the episode that I'm interested in, is like this condition and what Sukuna plans to do and how this is going to kind of impact in like the story and how things are going to go about. The training stuff and like the tournament arc, as much as I love tournament arcs, that's like really missing me right now. So
yeah. I liked what I liked about this episode was this part as well. I like that they show Sukuna as being smart. He's not just like a big bad evil guy. He's also kind of intelligent. Like thinking about taking out the heart, that did not even cross my mind until he did it. I was like, oh, that's so true. Like, of course. And then if he comes back, he's done for. So Sukuna, at least from what I'm gathering,
he comes
he's
up
playing
not
the
just
long
like
game.
kind of smart. He's like really smart. He's got a whole plan and stuff. He's like assessed from his initial spot of like, okay, wait a second, I can be overwritten at any time potentially. So, I want to be able to, I need to enact a different plan other than just going crazy.
Yeah, seems like he's playing the long game. We'll see what happens.
Right.
So for now he's like tamed, quote unquote. And then the other thing too was the scene in the restaurant, dude. That was a crazy scene where everyone just catches on fire because this dude's like, he's getting off the thought of fighting Gojo, and this freaking volcanoes are erupting.
Yeah, right.
Okay. Interesting. Gojo also knows that Sukuna's up to something. I think he suspects.
Yes. The fact that he knew that they would have talked, and then the fact that he doesn't, he's like, I think we talked about something, but I don't really remember. It's just like, okay,
he's like,
he's like, okay, he like, of anyone, Gojo would know how far you could take packs and the jujutsu stuff, so he would know that a kind of pact like that could be made, and he knows that Sukuna would be freaking clever about it, so he probably understands something's going on, but he just doesn't know what the condition is.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, we'll have to see where they go.
My worry is that we're gonna have a bunch of kind of nothing episodes for a while, before we get to
Yeah.
like coming back to this. Like it'll be like going
Yeah.
off and doing like 3 or 4 episodes of just like kind of whatever
Yeah,
stuff.
I'm like so surprised that like this whole thing with him taking out the heart and Sukuna kind of gaining control and making this pact. This seems like something in my mind that like would have happened further down the road. Like it seems like so much more buildup maybe should have been had. And then like that's like a payoff, like a mini payoff at the end of a certain amount of buildup. But they just went like boom, straight to that. So I don't know. I will have to see what they do in the future.
Yeah, I really liked the concept of like him switching whenever they were in like mortal danger and then having to deal with like certain consequences. I guess that could still happen, but like I don't know exactly what consequences we can really expect if he's not allowed to injure or kill anyone.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like this whole pack should have been something like at the end of that. Like maybe
some
Sukuna
kind of mix up, right? They could have run the initial kind of like gimmick that they were doing with Sukuna for a while, and then like once they kind of had that run its course, they could have switched to this one and kind of mixed it up. They kind of let go of the first gimmick too quickly. Yeah, I can see that. I see what you're saying.
Yeah. So we'll see. I'm still enjoying the show. I like the characters. I like Itadori. I like Sukuna, funnily enough. I think he's so far my favorite character. We'll see how cool Gojo is in this next fight. And I'm really interested. I don't even know if we know his name, but the dude with the scar across his forehead.
I don't think we know his name just yet.
Kimono. Yeah. I'm really interested in why any human would willingly want to flip things around and help the curses.
Right.
But we'll see.
Yeah. I do agree with you 100%. Sukuna is definitely one of my favorite, if not my favorite character in the show so far. So.
Yeah, Sukuna's great. I like how far ahead he thinks. So.
Right. Yeah. He's a long-term schemer.
Funnily enough, Itadori is like kind of so. He's just so stupid.
Yeah, I'm not really super into Itadori, but hopefully he grows on me over time.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And I also like Megumi too. Megumi is also
he's kind of an interesting character. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see what's going on.
Yeah, he's got some sort of hidden strength that I guess even he himself doesn't know about. But Sukuna was able to tell. Because Sukuna clearly knows like a whole lot about curses and stuff and curse energy. So yeah. But yeah, I think that's it for this one, yeah?
Yeah, that's it. That's all.
Okay. Awesome. Well, thanks so much for tuning in, everyone. If you want to see the unblurred, uncut reaction, you can check out our Patreon. You can also check out the Discord, which will be in the description, and we can talk about some of this stuff. Spoiler-free, clearly. But we'll also read comments as well. Yes, as long as they're spoiler-free, we'll interact in the comments and stuff. But thanks so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. But we'll catch you guys on the next one. See ya.